know the words to your favorite song? How many songs do you know? What about history? Can you recite the Declaration of Independence or name all the presidents of the United States? Well, back before books and reading were very commonplace, memorization was a very important skill to have. There was one group of Malians, the Griot, that were very good at this. I'm Alex, and I'm here at the Smithsonian Folklife Festival. It's a 2-week celebration on the National Mall in Washington, D.C.
Griot is a French word. The Malian word is jeli. As you see, griots are entertainers. They are also storytellers and historians. Mali was one of the countries featured in the Smithsonian Folklife Festival in Washington, D.C. John Franklin, who helped to organize the festival, knew that it was very important to include griots in the Malian delegation.
Griots are oral historians, and their responsibilities from childhood on are to learn the histories of families, learn the histories of royal lineages, and tell the history of Mali and Malian people from ancient times to today.
I actually saw some of these griots, had a chance to talk with them. Let's check it out.
To my immediate left, you have Mr. Kone Mokhtar, and next to him, Jabate Mamari. He's also a Ngoni player. Both of them are from the country of Mali, as you know, and they are professional storytellers, genealogists, and oral historians. Now, well, I just saw this very beautiful princess, and if you're truly a lord, you have to find a way to marry her. Otherwise, your leadership doesn't mean anything, and you're sort of a loser king. In the king's court, in the Traore side, there was a woman who got lots of wisdom, who did say that there was no need, every time you talk of a love issue, to come up with a conflict situation. That there is a need to ask the princess, and if she does accept to marry this lord, then they should go ahead and do that.
So basically, what are griots? How do they, what is their role in the community?
He explained that this goes way back, that every society tried to create a collective history, a collective memory, and some people must specialize in this. Just like here, you would have historians who would write, who would comment, who would research in order to keep the past. If they cannot write, then they train themselves from generations to the generations, pass along the history, and make sure that their descendants, their children, become the oral historians. Plus the record keeping orally, they also learn the skills to be good communicators and then be in charge of the social major events. There is two families fighting, somebody needs to mediate and bring the peace. So you need very skillful communicators to make sure that every major step in somebody's life or in the group life is well taken care of and remembered of. So that makes you a jeli.
When do you start training, and what do you do to train to be griot?
This varies. It's sort of a tricky question because there is never an end to the process of learning. You can always learn your whole life. So your parents, yes, as jeli, give you the foundation. And as you grow up to become a better and better and better and better jeli, little by little there is a transition. You yourself can recognize that, yes, now I'm ready. You test that, you prove yourself, you participate in different functions. Your parents can send you to replace them to do things. But the sky is the limit, almost. So your whole life you can choose to improve your status as a jeli and learn till you die. Sometimes you know less than your parents, and sometimes you know more than your parents, but the learning process is just on.
There are people in any society that can read and people who cannot read. When you have a musical tradition, everyone can hear it. Everyone can learn from it.
Griots were very important and necessary in the Empire of Mali. But today, the people who live in modern-day Mali have books and newspapers and TV. Are the griots still important? Let's ask a Malian TV reporter what he thinks.
In Mali, griots have a big job to do because the griots are on Mali like than historians. They know everything in our history, and when is fighting between two persons or between communities, griot must
Settle the argument.
yes, and of these conflicts. And in our community, I think that if we haven't a griot, it will be very difficult for us because they have many power of language.
Seems they're very respected in your community.
Yeah, for my production, I have information modernly, if I can explain myself in this term. But I am journalist. When I work, I have a newspaper. I have many other things like the internet. But on my country for history, I work sometimes with Griot because they know many things because they get these things in our fathers and fathers also, great fathers, yeah.
Thanks to the griots, the Empire of Mali is remembered with great pride throughout Western Africa.